Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 3. No, verse 5. It says, "It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools."
Yeah. Yeah, here you go. You know?
Yep.
You'd rather be corrected in wisdom rather than listen to this old jungle shit, man. I don't know another way to say it. This shit is so lawless.
We're singing, you know, this
is the real song.
This is a real song that we're
song.
singing.
And this is a rebuke song.
And it's on repeat.
Yeah, kind.
You know?
Rebuking our people and
It's
ourselves.
a rebuke. And so this is going to lead you to life.
Yep.
The songs of the world that these rappers are putting out
Lead you to death.
lead you to death, man.
Yep. And what's funny is a lot of people that listen to that, they're still in their worldly way, they believe they're Israelites now. A lot of them do believe it.
Yeah.
And it makes perfectly good sense. You have something you want to go to? Because that's something I want to tap into that with Ezekiel 37, the difference. You cool with that? Ezekiel 37 and 1, it says, and the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. Right? And because we've been talking about how we're in the congregation of the dead, we're spiritually dead. Our dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, of Sodom and Egypt.
Streets of the great city.
Yeah, right? And this goes precept right into that fullness of that, where our people are rapping about this dead nigga shit versus we're rebuking you back into life, towards repentance to life, right? Mm-hmm. It says, and caused me to be passed by round about and beheld, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, Yahweh, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I will lay, and this is clearly an analogy, because if you saw a bunch of dry ass bones in the grave or something on the ground, they ain't gonna get up like, it'll come back together and start, pop locking like Thriller and shit like that. You don't think that. The Lord can do anything. Missing the focus.
Just like they picked a damn snake.
Right. Came up.
Slither up and talk to somebody.
Well,
English and shit.
Lazarus and the rich man.
Right.
Oh, he really want a drop of water on this tongue, bro.
He really want to drop.
Yeah.
Right?
In hell, he lifted up his eyes. Nigga, he wouldn't have eyes in hell.
Exactly. He was missing the,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they can't believe, that there's miracles.
He lifted up his eyes.
Crazy, man. It says, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Real quick, we got to get what the breath is. So, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, and verse 24. And it says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passive and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness, for she is the breath of the power of God, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no undefiled thing fall into her.
So I'm going to say something.
That goes into Wisdom of Solomon 1:4. Wisdom won't dwell in the malicious. So.
Because it's spiritually dead. They don't want that. If the beginning of wisdom is the desire of discipline, which we know the Spirit of the Lord, right? And all that goes with it. Now, what I was going to say was when he put the breath into Adam, right? Adam wasn't created on the day he became a man. He was created the day before. But then on the 5th day, with the rest of the creatures of the earth, right? But on
Beast.
the fifth, he was a beast though. But on the fifth day, when he put that wisdom in him, that's when he became a living soul as a man. Okay, that's when he began to understand, I have rule over all of these things. I've been put
Dominion.
in position to rule over the earth. I'm the number one. I'm at the top apex on the earth. You know, but that's not the animals.
He
it's
had to be
man.
given instruction.
He got the instruction through the wisdom.
And people don't
The
realize
wisdom.
the value of wisdom in this society, especially now
Right.
in these times. Wisdom is more valuable than what the scriptures always said, than gold and silver and
Rubies and
everything.
Yep.
Having wisdom that's what gives you longevity in this life. You know, that's what
You still in the
that's what.
Go up to
Yeah,
the
man,
chapter.
wisdom is above all.
Yeah,
And our people need to treat it like that.
So she is the
We
mother.
always say the wisdom of this world is just folly and bullshit. No, we're talking about the wisdom of the scriptures. It's the key to life. It's the key to the kingdom, really. You know? Someone has something?
Yeah.
I got some. This Sirach 19 and 22. It says the knowledge, because the people of this world, they have knowledge, but it's wicked.
In chapter 7.
It says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
The counsel of sinners is not going to benefit you.
You're being counseled by rappers and these people that are in the industry,
Yep.
and it's not. It's like it says, it's not prudence. It's not. There's not any good. It's not bringing you any good. You know, the counsel that you receive from the leaders that are set by your enemy, it's not. It's to destroy you. It's to lead you away further and further from the truth.
Because, and that's part of the benefit of this thing, man, because this truth doesn't make you worldly rich, which Jake seeks after to get out of this captivity. Jake thinks money's gonna get him out of captivity. No. So they'll do whatever, they'll say whatever the master tells them to say to get out of this captivity. But your master's telling you ain't gonna set you free from him. It's gonna get you in deeper with him.
Yep.
Versus this, what it say in John 8, was it 8
The truth
truth,
shall
you
make
shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. It doesn't mean you're physically free,
Right.
you're spiritually free. And then it allows you to be mentally free to a degree. So you don't have the same worries.
You're not in bondage to the affairs of this world.
There you go. Beautifully said. If you can read that in Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 7.
Yep.
Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches, nothing in comparison of her.
Yeah.
Neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as a little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her. I loved her above health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out.
All the things that our people are missing, because our people are in gross darkness. You know? Our people are, this rap music is gross darkness, man. Okay, with all this music that our people are into, gross darkness, man. The ways of these people, gross darkness. This is the only thing that's going to shine any light on anything that is going to lead somewhere righteous. Okay? But our people are so far from it.
They that sleep, sleep in the night.
Yep.
You
They'll
know,
be drunken or drunken in
or
the night.
drunken in the night.
Yep.
Basically, when it's dark, they're in darkness, man. You know,
But when this thing is flipped on its head and light becomes the most precious thing, that's when you're going to see who has the light and who don't.
I
Back
think
in,
that was it on this.
yeah, that was it on that. Yeah, back in Ezekiel 37, it says, I'll go back to verse 8. It says, and when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. And that's the part that they don't know the difference of. When you do a vocab, does something like a survey like that,
Right.
that's the difference. He don't know who got it and who don't. He just see the numbers. It's like in the movie The Matrix when he said there's a signal for every man, woman, and child in Zion. They're like, dang, one could take out 100 of us. That's how they're thinking. But that sounds like Morpheus. That sounds exactly like the thinking of a computer. So this man's not going to spare the 2/3, man, that believe. And they're still the 2/3.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because even going back to the time of the Lord, when he was on the
Yep.
scene,
Yep.
all them Jews, they all knew that they were Jews. They knew that they
Yeah.
were Israelites.
Yep.
They all knew about the covenant. They knew about the laws, statutes, and commandments. They all knew about the circumcision. But all them niggas were still in gross darkness.
Yep.
The only ones that had the light was the ones who were gathering to Yahweh
Yep.
and believed in him. They were the only ones with the light. All them other dudes, just because they had the appearance of
Yep.
being an Israelite, that didn't mean anything.
Yep.
So even in this truth now, you got a lot of dudes that know that they Israel, but they still in darkness. They still don't have the breath.
The Kodak Blacks,
They got the flesh.
the Kendricks, the
Sunshine Jackson.
yeah. What's the other guy? What's the other guy? The other rapper guy?
Other
Flame
niggas.
niggas.
Waka
Waka Flocka. These
DC,
niggas know they know they Israelites.
Even
Red Grant.
yeah, Red
Yep.
Grant,
The basketball
DC
player.
Young Fly,
Martin
Grant.
Stoudemire.
yeah,
Horace Grant.
and yeah, him too.
Yep.
Horace Grant.
A lot of people that know,
Yeah.
but do they have a breath of life in it?
Kanye. 50
Yeah.
Cent.
Yeah.
Floyd. All
Yeah.
of them. They know.
But-
A lot
but-
more that ain't speaking up.
Yeah. Because they still have a foothold on this world, man. They like, damn, I made it to this point. I can't just give this away. If that's exactly what the Lord requires you to do, to throw this life out.
Deny yourself.
When you deny your flesh, then the breath can come into you. Okay?
And that's heavy. Deny your flesh
Yeah.
so that the breath can come into you. Think about that, man.
And
Yeah.
it says, verse 9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say unto the wind, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. Look, hey, because what good is it knowing that I'm an Israelite if I'm still selling drugs, if I'm still rapping about degenerate shit,
Yeah.
still popping pharmaceuticals or witchcraft? You know, if I'm still doing all this degenerate, dark actions, what did Paul say? He said, how can someone that is dead to sin live any longer therein? There's a lot of people that know it, but they still stay in that way. They're not even trying to rehearse the righteous acts. They're still the same guys they were before.
Yeah, the scriptures talk about being transformed in the renewing of your mind, and not conforming to the the ways of this world, the image of this world. Jake, they think that just knowing or coming to the acknowledgement is the end all be all, but that's not even half the battle.
No.
No, this comes with a complete different mindset.
How many Jakes we done seen come past the camp with a fade, a lined up beard, maybe shaving face or whatever, they'll come by, shalom, I'm with y'all.
It's just the sinews, bro.
Man, they just got sinews and in flesh and no breath. You got some?
Romans 2,
Yep.
Romans 2 and for I bear them record that they have the zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge, for they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness.
This is the 10th chapter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Kind,
Yep.
kind.
Yep.
2 and 3.
Ignorance of Yahweh's righteousness and going about establishing their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh.
There it is. That's straight to the point. Perfect precept for that.
And that's why the Lord said, your righteousness is unto me like a woman that's put away of her separation. Which we know what that is. That's when your woman got to separate from you for a week.
Yep.
She's on her mission.
She's defiled in that time.
Yeah. Our people, they just do what the hell they want to do, man.
Yep.
And think that is acceptable to the Most High.
They
But
determine what's acceptable from the Most to the Most High.
But that's based on their fear of the Most High is taught by the precepts of men.
Hey, that's crazy. Something that you were talking about earlier with Lamech going back, right?
Yep.
Isn't that what Cain thought? I'm
Con.
gonna come up with my own sacrifices.
Yeah.
Be good enough for the Lord.
Yeah.
He didn't know. You got it. That's why Cain. That's why Abel knew to give the right kind
Yeah,
of sacrifice.
like you said, everyone knew.
Everyone knew, man. know?